Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to give you 5 tips on the A bar chord, which is that. Now, a lot of people struggle with this when they first start out. It's quite hard fingering. Traditionally, it's either taught this way, which is the full chord shape. See, told you it was difficult. Which is basically an open A with the second, third and fourth fingers moved up and barred. Now, the trouble with that is it's not so difficult down that end, but once you start coming up the fretboard, it gets very cramped and almost impossible. So forget about that. The other way that it's normally taught is barring with your first and third fingers, but what they say is in the books and some videos is you need to clear the high E string with your third finger, which is almost impossible. So yeah, I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to get around those problems and get you over that quite big hurdle, because you need to play the A shape. There's a lot of songs have got it in, so you'll have to learn that at some point. Okay, so tip number 1 is you play a partial chord on the top 3 strings. So I'll give you an example. There you go. So that's an A shape, the 5th fret. So that's now a D. So I mean, what you can do is you can incorporate the D open string, so that works quite well, especially for arpeggios and things like that. So tip number 2 is play a power chord. So a power chord is basically the root in the 5th on the sort of the bass side string. So for example, this would be an A shape for a B. And there you go again. Depending on what you're playing, you can incorporate open strings. So if you're playing an E, that's nice. So yeah, but it depends what key you're in. So yeah, you could play a 2-string power chord or 5th chord like that. So that's tip 2. Tip number 3 is you've got your 5th there, just play one extra string. So that's actually another root note. So and then again, if you're playing in the key V, you can use the open strings to good effect. So the 4th tip, and probably the most commonly used way of playing the A bar chord, is you bar with the 1st and the 3rd fingers, but just mute the high E string. So this is what I do and a lot of players do. That still takes quite a bit of practice to get right, but once you've got it right, it'll open up the fingerboard and it'll give you a lot more versatility to play whatever you want, really. And the final tip I've got is tip number 5 is basically just use your 1st finger as a bar. So for example, and just play the sort of middle 3 strings. So this works well if you're going to play a lot of extensions over the top of it, so because you've got all the rest of your fingers freed up to do whatever you want. And that's it. That's my 5 tips for making the A chord a lot easier than what the books say. So thanks for liking, thanks for commenting, subscribing. Click on the link at the end if you want to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.